Men and women are not equal. The feminism movement from the 60s was basically a series of political campaigns, all aimed at reform on specific issues and all pointing toward gender equality. Now stick around and watch the rest of the video to see exactly why this is all important. What's going on, guys? My name is Assam from dopelifecoaching.com, and today I'm going to be talking about why men and women are not equal. So if it's your first time on this channel, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and you also subscribe down below. Make sure you also turn the bell notifications to get notified when new videos just like this one come out. So first off, what exactly do I mean by women and men not being equal? This by no means means that there is no such thing as gender equality. No, what it means is that women cannot be men and men can't be women. That's just the way it is. Why is that? The reason is that women are naturally feminine and men are naturally masculine. I'm talking about the average woman. 90 to 95% of women are naturally feminine and 90 to 95% of men are naturally masculine. So the problem with the feminism movement is that it was misconstrued and pointing more towards gender neutralization instead of gender equality. Gender neutralization basically means that men and women are basically acting the same, when really they shouldn't be, according to their natural essences. A natural masculine man should be more focused on mission, purpose, drive, succeeding, breaking through his barriers, and overcoming his challenges. Those are the natural main motives and drivers of a masculine man. The main motives and drivers of a natural feminine woman are more about opening up to receive love, connecting, relating, bonding, relationship labels, connecting people together, and surrendering to love. All of those are the main motives of a naturally feminine woman. Now, the problem with the feminism movement, lately especially, is that you get girls who act all masculine and men who are starting to act more feminine. What this does is it completely destroys the sexual polarity, because the sexual polarity is all based upon naturally masculine and feminine women attracting themselves together by nature. That's what creates sexual polarity. And when we're pointing more towards the notion of sexual neutralization or gender neutralization, same thing, it's all about energies. When we do that, we lose the whole point of attraction, and attraction just dissipates. It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore because men start to act more like women and women start to act more like men. This is where you typically hear women saying, oh, everything should be 50-50. If I cook, then you cook. If I take care of the kids, then you take care of the kids. If I work, then you work. Blah, blah, blah. I do the dishes, you do the dishes. Now, while all of that is not necessarily all false, for the most part, it is false, because men can do the same thing that women naturally are able to do. Similarly, women aren't exactly able to naturally do the same things that men can naturally do. Us guys, by nature, us masculine men, we can't just take care of kids as well as women could do it. Sure, we could do it, but by nature, they're more attuned to their senses of motherhood and of connection and of relating and being able to raise a child the right way. So the stronger that sexual polarity is by men being naturally masculine and women being naturally feminine, the greater the attraction, and more importantly, the greater the rewards. Emotionally, physically, sexually, mentally, spiritually, all the ways. Now let me give you an example right now of why gender neutrality, which basically means that men and women both do the same exact stuff the same exact way, why that's all bullshit. I want you to go ahead and ask one of your girlfriends, or just a girl that you're dating who's really, passionate about this feminism movement. Go ahead and ask her, who do you think is honestly supposed to pay on the first date? A guy or a girl? And why? More than likely, if she's normal, she's gonna think that the guy should pay for the first date, which is completely normal. I agree with that too. Why? Because men are supposed to be the natural leaders, not women. And when you ask her why men are supposed to pay for the first date, she's gonna be like, no, that's just how it's recognized, this, and that. Instead of just telling you that men are supposed to be the leaders and women are supposed to follow that lead on dates. I don't care if you want to be politically correct, because that's the truth. A woman who's naturally feminine is going to want to follow the lead of a masculine man. A girly girl is gonna want a manly man. If a girl's trying to tell you, no, we could both lead, we could both do this, both do that, there's just one of two things. Either one, she's been bullshitted by society to convince herself that she's not really a feminine girl and go against her natural process of feeling things the right way and acting upon her natural energetic desires, or she's just more of a masculine girl, and that's okay. Around 5%, maybe a little more than 5% of women are actually naturally masculine. Those are the exceptions to the rule, but right now I'm talking about the rule. The reason why I believe men should pay for the first date is because they're the leaders. We make things happen. We're the planners. We're the one who direct things in the direction that we want to be directed by being our natural masculine selves. And the women who are naturally feminine appreciate that because it creates sexual polarity. It creates that natural attraction. And this is exactly why, if you're a natural masculine man watching this video, you should make sure you choose your sexual reciprocal the right way. Which is, if you're a natural masculine man, you want a girl who's naturally submissive and feminine, because you're the more dominant one and she's the more submissive one. Dominant is not the same as dominating. It just means that you're the leader of what's going on. And a natural feminine woman is going to like that. If you're a naturally feminine woman watching this, you're gonna want a naturally dominant masculine man. You're not gonna want a submissive man. Regardless of all the fucking political correctness that you've been taught since childhood and probably in school, or failure that the school taught us, even though they should have, you know deep down inside you want a man who's naturally dominant. If you're actually really feminine at heart, you don't want to lead things with him. You want him to be the leader. Sure, you could have a leadership position at work with your colleagues, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I'm talking about a relationship or a connection between two people who are attracted to each other. If you were going to be completely honest with yourself, you know that you as a naturally feminine woman want a more dominant male that you could submit to. You could surrender your love to him because you can trust him to take the lead and take care of your heart. And just understand, guys, that failure to do any of this will lead to frustration in the long term if you don't choose wisely, if you don't choose your sexual reciprocal in the right way. It's going to cause mental problems, emotional problems, physical problems between you and her, because at the end of the day, the attraction, the sexual polarity will have been missing, and that's just going to cause a big gap in between the connection between you and that specific person. At the end of the day, you want to choose your sexual reciprocal that is a passionate relationship. The relationship shouldn't just feel like you two are just roommates or buddies. You feel that way about your friends. But at the end of the day, you do not feel that way about someone you're really attracted to, if you're really being honest with yourself. So that pretty much wraps the video up, guys, why men and women are not equal. If you found this message valuable in any way, make sure you like this video and also subscribe down below. Make sure you also hit the bell notifications to get notified when new videos just like this one come out. Make sure you go to www.dopelifecoaching.com. We still have free consultations for first timers, so make sure you take advantage of that offer. It's all for you. Just keep this information right now in mind, and right now you have tools in your arsenal, so to speak, so that you can attract your sexual reciprocal the right way, and most importantly, the natural way. Take care.